Hey guys, and welcome. I'm Kate, and this is going to be a vinyasa working from the ground up. So we're going to focus on the feet today and getting some blood flowing and some stretches going. So if you're a runner or you hike a lot or you're on your feet, this is a good place for you to start. So grab your mat, find a quiet spot, roll it out, and I'll see you in a few. All right, so we're going to start just by sitting. You can sit on a blanket or a block if that feels more comfortable, or just flat on your mat. You're gonna grab your left foot and take your thumbs and just start working on the bottom of your foot. Some of you guys out there are gonna think this is totally vile and disgusting. For that, I'm sorry. Some of you hopefully won't be so grossed out by your own feet. So you're just gonna use your thumbs to just start to massage. There's no real like rhyme or reason to it. Just whatever feels good through your toes. Really, we're just trying to get the blood flowing. So you don't forget about your heel, maybe up a little bit, okay? All right, and then you're gonna grab a hold of that ankle with your left hand and take your right hand, it's everyone's favorite, and jam your fingers in between your toes. And this helps to stretch your foot, right? So just gonna do some circles in that ankle. And then circle in the other direction. Not too nutty, just to get it working here. And then you're gonna pull gently through the top of your foot. So you get a stretch here. And then give a little push. I'm gonna push it in toward your shin there. All right, and then you can unthread those luscious fingers, and just one more time, you're gonna give your foot the once over. And then it sounds ridiculous, but it's actually a little bit fun. You're gonna take that foot out in front and stomp on the floor. Yeah, loosen it up a little bit, all right? And then you can put that one to rest and grab your other foot and start doing the same thing. Just a little kind of squeezy massage to start. Yeah. Just work into the places that feel like maybe they need a little extra. There, all right, and then you're gonna grab hold of that ankle, put your fingers in between your toes. All right, and then roll some circles. Okay, and then in the other direction. Nice. Okay, and then you're gonna push it in. That's it, and then pull out. That's it, nice big stretch to the front of the foot. And one last time, fingers come out. Give yourself a little massage. All right, and then lean back. One more time, you're gonna stomp that foot out. And then I invite those of you who are totally grossed out to pause the video and go wash your hands. We are going to come into table for just a moment. All right, and tuck the toes under. Oh. And then you're gonna flip the fingertips back around toward your knees. If they don't go all the way around, then whatever place feels comfortable for the wrists and for your shoulders. We're gonna do a couple of rounds of cat and cow like this. So, gonna inhale, arch your back. And when you exhale, round and curl in. And inhale and arch it up. And smooth exhale, curl it all back in. And one more, inhale. And round here, and we're gonna hold this rounded spine for a breath or two. The center of your upper back, rise toward the sky as you press into the heels of your hands. Give your head a little shake. And then come back. Neutral spine. Peel one hand off the floor, shake it out. And then the other one. And shake it out. And then untuck your toes and just tap the tops of your feet to the mat. All right, and then from here, you're gonna tuck those toes under again. Start to take your hips back to your heels and walk your hands back toward your knees. For some of you, this may be very uncomfortable. So you can stay here and kind of use this practice over time to find a deeper stretch and a more opening through the soles of your feet, through your toes, maybe even through your knees. This may just be a knee issue here. So you can stay here with your hands on the floor. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're comfortable here, you're gonna come upright and just take a second. Nice soft shoulders. You can even close your eyes and just start to focus on your breath. If at any point you need to lift yourself out and untuck and then come back in, that's fine. Just want to feel yourself soften where you can. Feel the length of your spine rise. And try not to panic. All right, one more breath here. Okay, and you're gonna walk the hands forward again, find your table, untuck your toes, stomp out your feet. All right, you're gonna keep the tops of your feet on the floor and then sit back on your heels again. So again, if this is really uncomfortable for your knees, you can always grab a blanket and set it between. You can kind of slide it right up behind your knees, or you can set it on your heels and start to work yourself into this deeper fold of the knees over time. Right, we're gonna hang out here, and if you're okay to be here, we're gonna stretch the tops of your feet, right? So you're gonna take your left hand, walk it out to the side, and grab the right knee with your right hand. You're gonna peel that knee up off the floor. And while you lift your right knee, press down through the top of your foot that's still connected with the mat. I used to call this my anti-stiletto stretch back when I had a reason to wear high heels. It's been a while. Take another breath. Okay, let that knee come down. You're gonna lean over to the other side. Grab the left knee, left hand. Same thing, as you peel the knee up, press down through the top of your foot. It's great. Yep, another breath. And you're gonna set that down and come forward into your table again. Okay, and once you get your hands underneath your wrists underneath your shoulders, you're gonna take the right leg and just stretch it straight back behind you. Tuck your toe and push through your heel. That's it. All right, draw your abdominal muscles in so you're strong through the core, and lift your right leg up. Inhale. And when you exhale, you're gonna drag your right knee in and slowly sneak it up between your hands, and then sink your hips forward. And let your shoulders drop down away from your ears, and as your hips sink, feel your chest lift up. Inhale. And when you exhale, slide your hips back. So if you're super tight here, I guess I should have mentioned in the beginning, I said no props probably, but if you need something underneath your hands, you can by all means grab a couple blocks or water bottles or whatever is at the ready as you work to pull the right leg bone back into the socket. You want to push your heel forward and down into the mat. Then you're going to take the pinky toe edge of this right foot and drop it out to the right. Yeah. Call this one sunny side up. All right, and then bring your foot back up through the middle, and you're going to keep your toes lifted, but press the ball of your right foot down. Try to keep your right leg straight, but now we're pushing the gas pedal. Maybe we're pumping the brakes, depends. And then press all 5 toes down into the mat. Oh, now we're talking. Okay, and now we're gonna peel that foot back up, right? And then shift your weight forward so that right knee bends again. And now this back foot, you wanna sweep behind you, tuck your toes, and now you're gonna sit back so your left sitting bone is on this left heel, and then slide this right leg in. So this is another major foot thing. I told you we were going for the feet today. I wasn't lying. So if this is terrible, you can come here and again work into this not being so terrible. Your right hand is going to come to the, or the right arm is going to come to the inside of your right leg, and wrap your left arm around. Maybe you find your low back, maybe you find the top of this right thigh. Lift, lengthen through your spine. Take your gaze down this right arm. You're okay, I promise. And then from here, you're gonna release the left hand, come on upright. Take the left hand down, you're gonna walk it toward the back of your mat, shift your weight, and then lift this right leg up. You can keep these back toes tucked, you can untuck them, whatever feels better. You're gonna flex your right foot and breathe. Low belly in, inner thighs engage through this right leg. Then you're gonna bend your right knee into your chest and grab back of the knee, the calf, big toe. We're just gonna stretch it up for a little funky version of, our side plank here. Yep. And then release the foot, and from here we're gonna kick it out, stand all the way up. Right hand comes down the leg, left arm comes up and over, a little gate pose, Parigasana. Scoop your tailbone, lengthen down through the left side as you reach up and over. Yes, and then inhale, come on up. Drag your right foot back underneath you, and we're gonna come back into this lunge here. Inhale, lengthen. And when you exhale, plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog, and take a second, pedal out your feet. You can bend, sway, move, shake, I don't know. Whatever feels good today. Then you're gonna take a really big bend in your left knee. So your left leg is completely taken out of the equation. And then a medium-sized bend on the right knee. Keep that right knee bent, but press your right heel toward the mat, like you were gonna push it down. Hopefully this moves into your calf, maybe down through the foot. And now we switch sides, right? Gonna mega bend the right knee, medium bend the left. Keep the bend in the left knee, but push your heel toward the mat. All the while, hands are rooted, shoulder blades in your back, push up and back through your spine. Don't get slouchy through your shoulders. Yes. All right, regular old dog. And then drop your knees to the mat. Okay, all right. Take this left leg, kick it back behind you, tuck your toes, push a bit through your heel, and then pull your belly in, lift your leg up, gonna sneak it up between your thumbs. Coming into your low lunge, sink your hips. Pull your shoulder blades down along the length of your spine. Inhale, and then exhale, pull your hips back. Oh gosh, work to straighten that left leg. Again, anything that you need to kind of give yourself a little lift if you feel like this is way too much. Keep dragging back through the leg bone, even as you push into the mat with your that's your heel, with your heel. Yeah. Okay, pinky toe edge, we're going sunny side up. Pinky toe edge is gonna drop out to the side. All right, back up through the middle. Now the ball of your foot's gonna press toward the floor. Anchor that puppy down. Hit that gas pedal. And then all 5 toes, you can do it. Push them toward the floor. Okay, now you're gonna come back onto your heel, shift your weight forward into your lunge, sweep this right foot behind you, tuck the toes, and sit your right sitting bone on the right heel. Again, you can come up, toes tucked, you can even untuck them if you're going super intense, right? And it's too much. So take a second here. And then the left arm's gonna come to the inside of this knee to help encourage some external rotation. As you lift through your chest, sweep your right arm behind. You can come to your low back. You can find the top of your thigh. Lift, and then take your gaze down that left arm and breathe. Your foot will be okay, I promise. It's not breaking. I hope not. All right, from here, you're gonna come on up, release the bind, take the right fingertips down, facing that back of your mat, shift your weight and lift up. We're in this modified Vashisthasana type thingy here. Take a second, low belly in, fire up the leg. Then we're gonna bend the knee in, grab where you feel comfortable, and we're just gonna stretch it up. Press that heel up toward the sky, or, to the corner of your mat. Yep. Okay. Drag it in, and now from here, you're gonna kick it long, Left hand lengthens down the leg, come up and over with the right arm, little parigasana. Scoop your tailbone, lift your low belly, and feel this right thigh bone lengthen down. Ah, yeah. Good stuff. And then come on back up. We're gonna pivot around, plant your hands, downward facing dog. All right, now you're gonna take your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Come high onto the balls of your feet, and then drop both feet over to the left. That would be the left, yes. Press into your hands, drag your sitting bones up and back, and keep that right hand especially rooted. Oh yeah. And then come on up through the middle, back onto the balls of your feet. Drop both those puppies over to the right. Push into your hands, drag your sitting bones back. Left hand roots the left side, lengthens out. And then come back up through the middle. You're gonna stay on the balls of your feet and tiptoe to the top of the mat. When you get there, feel your feet planted underneath you. Let yourself fold, Uttanasana. And actually grab opposite hand to elbow. Soften the bend in your knees and just let yourself sway gently side to side. Some nice traction for your spine. All right, and then let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the floor or hands to your shins. Find a long spine. Exhale and release. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And when you exhale, bring your hands down through prayer. Okay, inhale, come out and up. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, lengthen. Bend your knees, plant your hands, and take it back. Downward facing dog. Nice walk back. We're using our feet today. Spread your fingers. Okay, inhale, take this right leg, sweep it up, stretch it back. When you exhale, you're gonna sneak it forward, up between those thumbs, and we're gonna windmill open warrior two. Here we go. Okay, now we're here in our warrior two. We're gonna make it a little more fun, because why not, right? Gonna come onto the ball of this right foot. Oh, and sink a little deeper down into this right thigh, but fire up the inner left thigh a little bit more. So we're pushing some more weight back behind. Right? Then you're gonna take your left hand and bring it toward your right palm, and then like you were gonna grab a bow, an arrow, and pull it back in your bow. You're gonna bend this left elbow and bring it back here. Inhale, and when you exhale, sitting bones move back, chest comes forward, shoulder blades in. You wanna come so you're almost parallel with the floor. Yes, long spine. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, drop this heel, regular old Virabhadrasana 2. Hands to prayer, we're gonna come into Skandasana. Bend your left knee. Come onto the ball of this left foot. Find a little toe balance. Here we go, right? Right toes point straight up to the sky. See if you can. Now, left hand's gonna come up and around your head. Right hand reaches forward, Skandasana. And if you struggle with the balance, it's all right. Give yourself a laugh and then come back into it. Hands to prayer. Crescent lunge. Press. Oh, it's a rough one. And pivot open. Inhale. Exhale. Take your hands to the mat. Step it back through plank. And then you can lower down through your vinyasa if you want. Knees, chest, chin. If you want a chaturanga, that's cool too. And then why not? A baby cobra or an upward facing dog. And then pull it back. Downward facing dog. Here we go. Float this left leg up, inhale. And when you exhale, sneak it up between your thumbs. Warrior two. Windmill it all the way up, all the way around. Super fun. Come onto the ball of this foot. Here we go. Left hand or right hand's gonna come around, and we're gonna grab our bow and our arrows, thread it through, and then bow forward. Shoulder blades in, core strong. Yes. Come all the way up. Inhale. Oh, and you exhale. Flatten it down. Hands to prayer. Skandasana, back of the mat. We're gonna bend this right knee. Come all the way down onto the ball of your foot. Try to find your balance. Find your gaze point, ease into your breath. And then when you think you've got it, right hand's gonna come up and around your head. Left hand reaches toward the front of the mat. Here we go. We can do this. We can do hard things, right? This is the hardest thing we do today. We're lucky. Here we go. Crescent lunge. Hands come back to prayer. Press into that right foot. Ooh, come on up. Swivel it around. Sink down. Strong core. Inhale. Exhale. Take your hands to the mat. Step it back again. Downward facing dog. Nice deep breath here. When you exhale, drop your knees to the mat. Keep those toes tucked. Send your hips back to your heels. A nice toe tuck, child's pose. Let your elbows drop. Let the breath come back. Nice and easy. Then inhale, come back up into your table. Untuck your toes. Stomp out those feet. All right, from here, you're gonna roll out your ankles. Wiggle your toes. Okay, that was your intermission. Okay, walk your knees slightly forward. You're gonna tuck your toes under again and sit back on your heels. All right? From here, we're gonna see if we can. There's a little core work, but we're also gonna work your feet too. So reach your arms forward, arm bones back in the sockets, lean your weight back a bit, see if you can. Lift your knees off the mat, find your balance here. Keep your arms stretching forward. You're gonna drop your heels, but try to keep your butt lifted. All right, and then we're gonna lift back up, find that toe balance. And then slowly let your knees drop to the floor. And again, arms reach forward, shift your weight back a hair, draw your belly in. We're gonna lift those knees up. We can be a little more suave than that, I think. Hands to prayer, drop onto your heels. Reach forward, come back up. Here we go. Lower those knees gently. One more time. Here we go. Lean it back. As much control as you can muster. Lift those knees up. There we go. Oh, find your balance. And then set your heels down. And then set your butt down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Grab your ankles. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, come out and over. Give your head a little shake side to side. And then from here, slowly come on back up. Stretch your legs out. And so now we're at the back of the mat. You want to come forward. So you're going to reach your arms forward, and we're going to do a little butt walk. So you're going to kind of scooch yourself toward the front of your mat. Working the legs as best you can. There you go. When you get to the top, flex your feet, reach energy through your fingertips, flip your palms. Going to curl your tailbone. Slowly, 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 all the way down. When you get there, draw your knees in, take them wide. And then grab the outer edges of your feet. Happy baby. And bring your knees in. And roll on up. Take a seat. Just for a moment, bring your palms to press Anjali Mudra. Bow your head. And may you have a fantastic, lovely day. Now that we've built it from the ground up, I want to take the time to thank you for joining me, for carving out a bit of your day and spending it with me. I hope to see you guys again soon. Namaste.